In order. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a roll call, please.
Mr. Detwell,
Here.
Mr. Martin,
Here.
Morgan,
Present.
Ms. Novak,
Here.
Ms. Twin. Or you know she's coming, right?
No, I think so.
Okay. Ms. Wackerman.
Here.
And Ms. Weaver.
Present.
The approval of previous minutes, the last meeting we had, special meeting was 2017. That was to discuss a roof on the library, so those minutes are not available, but that's what the special meeting was held. Before I ask for a public comment, I have a few things. The purpose of this meeting is to address concerns of village residents that I cannot answer due to the fact that I don't know what was explained to the board. The police committee will be asked first, and then the remaining board members. Comments will be limited to the posted agenda. Anything else will be discussed at the next regular board meeting, March 16th. Board members do not have to answer questions and can abstain. Answers will be directed for agenda items only. I don't want to waste your time and make this meeting any longer than necessary. I've been approached by, well, let's go public comments. Do we have anything that anybody wants to? I've been approached by people in the village concerned about, we're not voting on anything, so let's make that clear right now. This is a discussion, not a vote. There's been people saying, why are we discussing and what's been voted on? Well, their concern is the people in the village want to make sure that the new board members got all the material, all the information before they made a vote on concerning a new police vehicle. So I'm gonna start off by asking these questions to the police board, which we have 3 members here. You can decline to answer. You're not enforced by any means to answer these questions. I want you to make your own decision. The first thing we're gonna bring up to the trustees, did you get all the explanation as far as where the money was gonna come from on the purchase of this vehicle for $25,000? Were you told ahead of time before you voted on it? I mean, you can decline and say, I'm gonna abstain or whatever, because everything is gonna be recorded and it's also gonna be put in the newspaper, so everything that you say,
Right.
you know, will be out there.
Right.
So the question, I mean, there's a series of them. The question is, first asked was, were you told where the money was gonna come from?
There was discussion about using the sewer fund and then paying it back to that.
Okay. Basically the paying back, how was that described to you over a number of years, over 5 years, 10 years, how much per year?
Length was not discussed.
Okay. What was the need for a purchase of another car? Was that explained to you?
Yes, sir. I need to go back to my notes.
That's fine.
So, it was discussed, that there's a vehicle that, is sort of not limping along, but, it needs to be replaced soon. And that it had higher mileage and it had a used engine in it. That was one of the vehicles that could have been replaced. And then the other one, there was another vehicle that had higher mileage also, but they were gonna take whichever one they thought out of service. And then we also, the 2006 Expedition, that was removed from the fleet. I believe it was earlier this year or last year before I came. And that one had 130,000 miles.
Did you ever have any questions like, if we take money out of this account, how we were gonna put the money back in over what length of time.
No, sir, because I figured that that would come up when we went over budgets and got our budgets for the following year.
Well, I mean, you probably don't have the information, and that's why you make an informed decision to vote on something, you have to have the information, which. All I did was come in the office and asked about it. The last two purchases of police vehicles was $95,748.86. And that was purchased in 23 and 25. Up to date, the first payment was made in 25 of $4,000. And the second payment was made this year of 10,000. So there's a balance of $85,348 to pay back into the sewer account. Plus, you're gonna add another $25,000 to that. So when that money comes out of the sewer plant, you figure that is, that money, even though it's paid back, that there's lost interest on that money. Interest is not being paid back. This is not my decision, it's the board's decision. Also, the maintenance department, we bought in 22, we bought a snow plow for $161,746, a skid steer for $35,000. And we bought a lawn or a leaf vac this past year. And I believe that was $23,000. So it came out to $196,746. Payments so far in 22, the first year the snowplow was bought was $12,000 paid back. That same year, $20,000 was paid back. The next year, $11,000, the next year, $10,000, the next year, another $10,000, this year, $500. The budget from the maintenance department to the police department is roughly $300,000 difference. They operate on a very small budget compared to the police, but they were still able to make these payments back. And right now, that's on a good track record of taking money out of account and not really getting it paid back, because why would we have to wait from 23 to this year to actually make any kind of payment?
That I cannot answer.
Well, I'm not asking for, I don't wanna put you on a spot, but when people in the community come up to me and say, why is this happening? This is actually their money. In
Correct.
fact, I have to come up with answers, and not knowing what was told to you or what was said to you. I mean, I realize that, I've seen the paper here, I realize that vehicles wear out, but so does the rest of the equipment in the village, and there's not money. If that was the case, and tomorrow morning I would go and replace the stuff that we needed to replace. And that's just not happening. We can't take money out of that account. As it was explained at the last meeting, at some point in time, whether it's next week, next year, or 10 years from now, we're gonna have to make a decision on Aqua, on how we're gonna do this. Yeah, I hope that is a long way off in the future, but the money that we got for selling the facility won't, it'll be a start, but it won't pay for what we need to do to handle the stormwater situation. So each time we take money out of there, even if it's paid back, if you look, if you did $10,000 a year, I mean, you're looking at 10 years, 15 years of paying back, and you mean you're not gonna buy anything else in 15 years, so you're gonna keep adding to a large balance that's never gonna get paid back. And then at some point, the residents in the village, whoever's on the village board, are gonna have to come up with, what are we gonna do now? How are we gonna pay this? So we have to be very careful on how we use our money. We don't have extra money to do these things. And it's not like, well, we're not gonna support this department. I have two departments to support in here. And it's hard to make decisions on how we're gonna do this and how we're gonna make the money work. But there's a huge difference in two departments. And I'm not gonna argue that point right now. We're gonna be in negotiations here in the next few days of some different things, but the point of this meeting is to make sure that all board members are up to date and can make a timely decision on the taxpayers' money and how it's spent. Because once it's spent, I can't say, well, we can't do that now. But as we get this, I have other needs in the village that I can't meet. I have other equipment that needs to be replaced and it can't be replaced. And he asked me why, and I said, because I don't have the money. So if I don't have money for one, then I don't have money for the other one. This car is gonna be purchased. I will make comments at the end of this after, I talk to the trustees, but I think it's important that we made it public, that everybody is informed of what's going on and how the money's being spent, because ultimately it's the taxpayers' dollars that have to pay for this. And I'm the one that they come and ask the questions, and it's hard when I don't have answers. So is there anything else you'd like to add?
No,
May I ask a question?
Briefly?
Who determines when and how much money is paid back?
Well, you know what? If you took a loan out, were you ever gonna make a payment on this?
I don't make a payment on it.
Well, was money ever gonna be taken out of your budget? Or you just buy it and you don't pay it back? How do you work that?
It's not handled by me.
Okay, well, then we'll just pass the buck on to somebody else, so. Ms. Weedle, do you have anything you'd like to add, or? Okay,
Thank you.
Ms. Wackerman,
No comment.
no comment? Mr. Narcan? Okay. I guess in what I would like to say on this is that I'm not happy about the way money is spent in the community, but we have to do a better job of it. There's no way to put it back. I don't know what kind of money is gonna be in the future. After a period of time, there'll be a new board here, there'll be new board members. We're gonna take this burden and pass it on to them and say, you guys figure it out. It's not my concern anymore. But right now it's my concern, so I have to figure a way to do it. And it's not that we don't support one department or another, but when someone said, hey, I need you over here to do this, and I'd say, well, I can't do it. We have to, there's other purchases that we need to do, and when bills come up, we have to figure where we're gonna take them from, and we don't have a lot of resources, so. Does anybody in the audience have a question that I can answer? Well, there's, I guess I said everything I wanted to. I'm sorry, it seemed like I wasted your time. The car is gonna be Belgian.
Is this a done deal already? Is that what,
It's been voted on, so yes, I can't change the vote.
can you have a revote? Can somebody bring it up at the board meeting?
It would have to, it would have to be presented. And I think, well, I'm gonna be in touch with our attorney tomorrow about some other village business. It could be addressed to him. But I don't know, since it's been voted on, I don't know if you can go back and revote, because if you did that, then it means you can go back and revote again and again until you have the outcome that you want.
Well, we do that. We do that. We have changed ordinances and things over time to make it better for the village and make things for the village. And like you said last week, the line dancing, we voted again not to have the line dancing. So we can retract things over time. So, I'm just bringing that out.
I'd say the best way to do that is approach one of the trustees. As you know, I don't vote, unless it's a tie-breaking vote or super majority. And introduce it to them if that's what they want to do. The purpose of this meeting was to make it clear because of the questions that came up to me. This money, one way or another, is gonna be paid back. It's not gonna be taken out and forgotten and let someone else worry about it. Now, for the next 3 years, I am gonna worry about getting this money put in here. Will this be the end of purchases? I doubt it. We have needs now that I can't fulfill, so we're gonna do our very best to manage the money. That's our job as a village board, to look over things. It's hard to say, yeah, we're making commitments for the whole community, because I don't know what the whole community, I don't talk to the whole community. I just talk to people that come up to me and say, can you, on my behalf, can you go ahead and take care of this? So I'm sorry if I wasted your time to bring into a meeting. I thought there would be more discussion. We'll go ahead and it's up to the village board to, I hope it doesn't come to this, but just to buy everything they want to buy. And I've tried the best I can to control spending, so. Thank you very much. Is there a need to go into executive session for any reason? If not, do we have a motion to adjourn? All in favor?
Okay.
Thank you.